Hello, here we are for another fabulous core workout. For today's workout, you're gonna need mats. Obviously, I have a kettlebell or a single dumbbell, and then a couple sets of light weights as well. Let's hit the mat to get started. Ha ha ha. All right, so we're gonna start nice and easy, easing ourselves into this core workout. So seated cross-legged, hands can rest just on the knees. You're gonna roll those shoulders up, around, and back. So weight is right up on the hips here. We're not leaning too far forward. We're not leaning too far back. We're gonna tuck that belly button in and under, activating transverse abdominis, getting things nice and toasty warm in through the core. Taking that left arm, we're gonna reach up nice and tall, and then left hand's gonna come onto the right knee. Right hand's gonna come back behind that right hip, giving yourself a little bit of a spinal twist. Maintaining length in the spine. Try not to round through into the shoulders or that low back. Good, we're gonna unwind ourselves from here. So right arm comes up overhead, and then maintaining that length in the spine. Right hand comes on that left knee, getting that twist to the other side. Guiding those shoulders down away from the ears. And then unwinding from here, both hands on the knees. You're gonna inhale to round through into the spine. So creating a C curve in the spine, and then exhale, we're gonna open it up opposite. So working through with that breath, getting that chin tucked, and then opening it up nice and tall. So getting some movement into that thoracic and lumbar spine, warming up front and back body, slow and steady here. Awesome. Good work. Planting the right hand beside the right hip. We're gonna inhale to reach that left arm up and over. Now same thing, we're not gonna try to collapse into the shoulders. You wanna maintain length. Try to reach that left hand up nice and high while keeping that left hip planted firmly on the mat, opening up side body, because yes, we will be hitting obliques today. Left hand comes down, right arm up and over. We have a little bit of a twist to our core class today. We have a whole heck of a lot of squats. You will quickly find out how much core involvement there is in squats. So if you're not there already, shimmy forwards towards the front of your mat here. We're gonna extend those legs out in front. Give those legs a little shake, and then we're gonna inhale, reaching those arms up overhead, and then exhale, you're gonna dive it forward, reach towards the shins, the feet, the toes, wherever you're at here. Feeling a nice lengthening into your back body. Inhale to reach it back up. And then on the exhale here, hands are gonna come down level with the shoulders. We're gonna tuck those hips under, and then we're gonna find a slow roll down. The slower the better. There she is. Hello, hello, good. All the way back down. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, following those fingertips up and through, tuck the chin. There we go, nice lengthen through the spine. Inhale, back up, reaching those fingertips. We're gonna repeat that a couple more times. Exhale, hands level with the shoulders. Tucking those hips under, the slower the better, coming down vertebrae by vertebrae. Awesome, awesome, awesome. One more, once the head touches, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take it up and through. We're gonna stay up tall with this one this time. Excellent, good. So we're gonna bend at the knees, planting the feet firmly on the mat, taking the hands, wrapping them under the thighs here. So same cat-cow, we're gonna do this in a V-sit position. So we're rounding forward, tucking the chin to the chest, creating a little curve in the spine, and then up nice and tall, opening it up opposite in through chest and shoulders. So finding a little flow with this one, inhale, exhale. You may find a little more movement in through lower back than you do thoracic in this direction. One more. Yeah, good. Let's take those hands into genie position, so stacking the forearms here, rolling those shoulders up, around, and back, and then take a little bit of an incline, lean it on back just a little bit, just so you feel that core kick in. Deep breath here, in and out, and lean it on back a little bit more if you can. Hold here for a couple breaths, put a smile on your face, no strain in through the neck or the face. One more deep breath in, and on the exhale, lean it on back just a little bit more. We're hanging out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's start to twist. Right side, left side, Mason twist, body weight only. Watch those shoulders aren't creeping up towards the ears. Hang tight here for 5, 4, 3, 2, come on, and 1. All right, we should be nice and warm in through entire body. We're gonna get into our first circuit. So we're starting into a nice high plank here. So you're gonna need your dumbbells. A couple different options with these high planks. I'll go this way so that you can see. You can keep the dumbbells under both hands or the arm that's doing the work, keeping the dumbbell there. Nice wide stance in through that plank, and we're into shoulder flies, weighted shoulder flies. That weight is coming under the chest, up level with the shoulders. So again, to avoid pressure on the wrist, there is an option there to keep that dumbbell under that second hand. That's up to you. So we are here for a full 50 seconds into a high plank, and then we're into some squats, yeah. All right, getting yourself set up, option can be done from the knees as well, into modified plank, single arm shoulder flies. Ready, set, and let's fly away. So getting that nice strong shoulder blade squeeze, finding that control, coming back down. Try to resist gravity as much as you can. Nice wide base with the feet. Do a little check-in, tucking in through those hips. Belly button tucked in and under, staying flat in through that low back. You got it, you got it. Grab some weights. We're almost there, we're almost there. Give me 10 more seconds. Come on. Breathe. Exhale for the fly. Inhale to lower back down. 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome work. You're gonna find a single dumbbell or a kettlebell here, and we're standing it up, finding some plie squats. This will be a good warm-up for you. All right, so plie squat or sumo squat. We have a nice wide stance. Like I said, single dumbbell or kettlebell, turning the toes outwards. It's gonna start down on the floor. What we're gonna do is we're coming into that sumo or plie. We're gonna pick it up with with both hands, sorry. We're gonna take it back down. You're gonna keep the right hand on, pick it up with the right. Take it back down, left hand on, pick it up with the left. So we're sticking with that. Both hands, right hand, left hand. Ready, set, and go. So taking it down, both hands, get that glute squeeze at the top. Take it back down, right hand only, stand it up. Take it back down, haha, left hand only. Making you think. Stick with that pace. 2, single, you got it, and single. Aha. So inhaling for the lower, exhale for the left. Keep going there for 10 more seconds, full 40 seconds with these squats. Don't worry, you'll get a second round through. Yes, last 3, 2, 1. All right, into some side planks. Body weight only for this one. We've got a star side plank. So you're coming onto one side, doesn't matter. You have lots of options for this one for modification. You can do this one from the forearm, full side plank here, popping that top leg up. Can be done from the hand, full side. Option to keep that bottom leg bent, top leg up. From the hand or from the forearm. We're here static for 40 seconds. You guys choose the level intensity that you want. Ready, set, and go. I'm gonna go from the forearm first time and then from the hand second time. Again, if you're having any wrist issues, I suggest going from the forearm. Pushing that shoulder down and away from the mat. Looking good, looking good. Lots of obliques here. Bonus, outer hip to hold that static. We're well over halfway there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Tucking belly button in and under, activating front body as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, we'll do the other side, second round through. Stand it up, another 40 seconds of our squats. We've got a front squat. So single weight or kettlebell is held here at the chest. With these front squats, feet are a little bit closer together, so keep them about 1 inch or 2 apart. So we're gonna inhale to lower down, back stays nice and flat, hips are low, and then exhale for that stand up. Rolling those shoulders up, around, and back. Ready? Let's go. Take it down into a nice seated position. Feet are nice and tight together, 1 or 2 inches apart. We wanna drop those hips nice and low, chest stays up high. So we're feeling this, obviously into lower body, but we should be hitting that low back with this one. Activating those paraspinals, back core, very, very very important. Over halfway there. Inhale to drop. Exhale to lift. Looks good, guys. Stay there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. 1 round down, 1 round to go. So starting back up at the top with those high plank shoulder flies. We're flying with the other arm this time. 10s perhaps? Yep. 9s perhaps? All right, getting ourselves set up into a high plank position. So nice wide base with the feet. Feet come wider than the mat. 1 dumbbell under the other hand, or if you choose just to go from the floor, other arm flying out to the side. You guys decide, hips and shoulder levels even. Ready? And go. Give me that full fly. Finding that control, coming back down. Just a little bit of a bend to that elbow with the arm that's flying out. Trying not to rock in through hips, in through shoulders. Modification option here is to drop down to the knees. Stick with that nice high fly. We have 15 seconds to go. Keep it strong here, ladies. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Lots of obliques, lots of shoulders. All right, we've got that sumo squat deadlift pickup. So remember, both hands for the first one. Right hand only, left hand only. Double, right and left. A little bit of a turn out to the feet, hitting adductors, hitting front and back body. You're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Take it down. Full lift up. Drop it back down. Right hand. Take it down. Other hand. You got it. Touching the bottom of that kettlebell or the bottom of the dumbbell each time through. Stopping those knees just before they want to lock it at the top of that movement. Keeping core turned on. The top of that squat, we want to tuck those hips in and under, activating transverse abdominis, those deeper abdominal muscles. Last 10 seconds. Awesome, just a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side star plank, other side this time through. Woo! Use the options. You can keep that bottom knee bent from the forearm or from the hand. We're popping hip up, top leg comes up, or you can go full. Up to you. Getting set up. You're on in 3, 2, 1. Up and away we go. Taking up space, starfish. Woo! Pushing into that shoulder, length in through neck. Flattening out in through that low back. Guiding yourself through with that breath. This is the second last one. Then we're on to circuit number 2. Lifting that hip up a little bit higher if you can. Come on. 10 seconds to go. More, more, more. Hang on tight for 3, 2, 1. You got it done. Roll the wrists out, roll the shoulders out. Picking up one single weight or that kettlebell. It's here at the chest. You have a basic front squat. Feet are close together. Inhale to drop, exhale to lift. Last 40 seconds, squatting it out. Rolling those shoulders up, around, and back. Finding your timer. You're on in 3, 2, 1. Away you go. Drop it down. That's it. So obviously having the weight here at the chest, tendency to want to drop that chest low. You want to sit those hips down low rather, squeezing in through the shoulder blades. Good opportunity to work into your posture, mid and upper back. Same thing with those sumo squats. Stop those legs just before they want to lock out at the top. 20 down, 20 to go. Working with that breath, slowing it down if you need to. Choose a pace that you feel comfortable with. 5, 4, 3, 2, you got it, and 1. Shake it out, getting ready for circuit number 2. All we need is a single weight for this circuit. For your first plank, we're gonna do a high plank knee rock. Looks like this. So stacking the hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna take one knee in, drop it underneath the hip, and then we're gonna swing it out to the side. People have a tendency here to push up in through the hips to get that big knee swing. No, keep that back flat, hips tucked in and under. Modification can come from the knee. That knee is just guided back a little bit more. Yeah? Let's get set up here, ladies. You're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Single leg, knee swing. So that support leg, we're really, really squeezing in through the thigh, in through the glutes. Maintaining hip levels, shoulder levels. Trying not to hold the breath. 20 down, 20 to go. Anytime you need to drop to the knee, do so. Just make sure the hips follow along. We don't have those hips piked up too high. You got it, you're almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing it up, finding a weight. So we're gonna hold this weight end to end here, lengthwise. Feet are just a little bit wider than hip width apart. We've got a hammer squat. So we're taking that weight up overhead. As we come down into a squat, we're stopping the weight, shoulder level here. Inhale to lift, exhale for that squat. Weight stays back on the heels. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Take it low, stop that weight level with the shoulders. That's it. Try not to rock up onto the toes. Give those toes a little wiggle even so that we know we're shifting the weight to the back. Again, that core staying nice and strong. Front body turn on so that that low back is strong and supported. 15 seconds. Feels good, right? These are tough. Slow it down if you need to. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Back on the mat for forearm plank, knee drops. We'll go this way so you can see what we're doing.
I like this one.
I think we did this one last week or 2 weeks ago. We're into this forearm plank, knees or elbows stacked under the shoulders. All we're gonna do, drop the knees just a touch, raise them right back up. No change, no movement in through that top half of the body. Drop the knees, just a tap, right back up again. Feels good in those shoulders. Ready, set, and go. Option here, if this feels too difficult, you can drop one knee at a time, dropping right knee or dropping left knee. So pretend we have something sitting on the low back. Nothing changes structurally here. Keep it strong. That little bit of lift and lower with the lower body. Woo! Shaky, shaky, shaky. 10 more seconds. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. One more round of squats. Taking one single dumbbell, holding it here down at the bottom. We have a heels up plie squat. So nice wide stance. We're gonna press up onto the toes. The goal is to stay on the toes the whole time if you can, into that plie squat. Does not have to be a huge lift. You don't have to come all the way up onto the tippy toes as long as those heels are off. Nice flat back, tuck the hips under. We're ready, set. Let's get that lift first. Try to hold that lift if you can. If you need to, you can drop the heels down at the bottom, readjust. Or if you want to go all the way, woo! Calves, adductors, glutes. Bonus pelvic floor work with these plie or sumo squats. Lock it in, that space between belly button and the pubic bone here. Tucked in and under, activating those deep abdominal muscles. 10 more seconds. Looking good with the balance here, ladies. I love the focus. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Shake it out, getting ready for round 2, circuit number 2. We're back at the top with those high plank knee swings, so we're gonna swing it with the other side this time. So from the hands, knee is dropping just below hip, swinging it out to the side, right back in. Try not to transition the weight to the opposite arm to get a bigger movement. Ready, set, let's go. Out and in, try to control that knee coming back down. You will realize how quickly your obliques are trying to stabilize you. Clawing in through those fingertips, taking any pressure off the wrists. Try to dome in through that upper back, pushing the shoulders away from the mat. You guys are doing awesome. Second and final round with this one. Looks good, looks good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hammer squats coming in with one single dumbbell, holding that dumbbell end to end. Come on up. So feet are just a little bit wider than hip width apart with this one. We're starting with that weight up and over. Deep inhale here, and let's go. Exhale to drop it down. Stop that weight just at shoulder level. Good, just as if you have a chair or a seat back behind you. We're sitting right on back into that squat. You need to do a little check-in on the bottom of the squat. Make sure knees aren't traveling over top of the toes. And then pulling it up into mid and upper back as that weight comes back up overhead. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2. Shoulders, done, yes. Forearm plank, knee drops, round 2. So option here when you're in this forearm plank to drop one knee at a time. Same thing, no movement, no sway from those hips. You're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Double or single knee drop, just a touch. No resting at the bottom. Shoulders and elbows stay stacked in line with one another. Checking in, make sure we're not piking into those hips. Woo, got a little sweat on already. We've got 10 more seconds. Stick with it. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Yikes. Up, down, right back up again. We've got our heels up, plie squat. Holding weight at midline. Wide base with this one, toes are turned out when we're squatting down. Knees go in the same direction of the toes. Knees don't fall inwards. Rolling those shoulders up, around, and back. Are you ready, guys? Up onto the toes, away we go. You can keep that lift up the heels, or if you need to at the top of the squat, drop those heels down for a second, then pick it right back up. Do what works best for you. Getting a little squeeze in through the abdomen and the front. And then taking it up nice and tall. Try to reach that head up a little higher to the ceiling. Lots to think about with this one. Find that pace. Whoop. Less than 10 seconds. Get a couple more in with control. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Shake those legs out. Let's get set up for circuit number 3. Same thing, twice through. All right. Option here to plank from the hands or from the forearms. From the forearms is a little more challenging. It's just less range of motion. We're starting in this plank position, and then we're going to tiptoe up to an inchworm pike position. Tiptoe back. So from the back of the mat to the middle of the mat. Again, can be done from the forearms. Tiptoeing up, you're just not going to get those feet in quite as far unless you're super bendy. Okay, forearm or high plank, inchworm, up into that pike. Ready, set, and go. So walking those toes a little bit at a time till you hit that pike, and then right back down into that starting plank position. Squeezing into the mat with those fingertips. Hold the plank at the bottom for a second. Up, 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 down, down, down. Good, don't race through this one. Maybe enjoy that little hamstring stretch at the top. Fairly minor tight, feeling it. 10 seconds to go. Just enough time to go up one more, down one more. 2, 1, and done. We're gonna test out the balance in this last circuit. Anytime we go on single leg or even on the tippy toe, this core has to work overtime to keep us upright. We've got a single leg squat. Arms can come out to the side or hands can come to the hips. Lots of options with this single leg squat. We can do like we normally do, so we can rotate at the toe, keeping that toe down here. So we have 95% of the weight on the base leg, 5% on that tippy toe, or you can try to take it all the way. You choose, you choose. Fun 40 seconds. Ready, set, and go. If that foot is off the floor, that toe is lifted, really, really try to find that control coming down. That knee is gonna wanna fall inward or outward. If you're really having a hard time with this one, find a chair, find a wall, helping out with that balance, or like I said, keep that toe down, braced, as long as the majority of the weight is on that squat leg. Awesome work. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it off where you're at. Hitting the mat, we've got a reverse plank hold. Everyone's favorite. So we're coming into this fun crab walk position. Lots of options with this one. You want the fingertips pointed towards the front of the mat or towards the feet here. We're gonna lift those hips off. Option 1 here, holding this reverse tabletop. Option 2, modified reverse tabletop, one knee bent, the other leg straight, or here we go, out for both. Too much on the wrists? Try forearms.
Can I try first?
Yeah, as long as it's okay on the wrists. All right, fun 40 seconds. Pop it up, let's go. So again, we can go full thing, we can go modified as long as those hips stay lifted up. Or if you want more, pop one leg off. You're like, no, this is fine, just fine, right here. Good, tucking those hips in and under. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Opening up into your chest and shoulders. Good posture work here. Nice planks, ladies. 10 more seconds. Then one more round of squats. 3, 2, 1. Take it down, yes. Rolling those wrists out. Sissy squats, one of my favorites. We are up on the toes with these sissy squats. Feet are close together, an inch or 2 apart, just like we did with those front squats. Fingertips are pointed outwards. Lifting up the heels, we're gonna keep that heel lift if we can as we lower down into that squat. You're gonna feel those quads burn out. Ready, set, lift those heels off just a little bit, and away you go. Squat it down with control. So hands are out in front to kind of counteract the hips coming back here. So stopping those knees before they lock out at the top. Yeah, the shakier the better here. Keep that front core turned on, hips tucked in and under, stabilizing through that low back. We've got 10 more seconds. Nice work. Want a little more challenge, you can press up even higher onto those toes. Finding those calf muscles as well. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice.
Screwed me up.
Shake it out. Always options, always options. All right, round 2, final round here. We have inchworms, 2 pikes. From the forearms or from that high plank. We're starting here in that solid plank, tiptoeing, hips piking up towards the ceiling, back down into that plank, holding the plank for a second before you take it right back up again. Ready, set, let's go. Really, really small, tiptoe up. Pause for that little bit of a hamstring stretch if you want. and then working your way back slowly into that plank. So no shifting front and back in through the shoulders here. Try to keep it lower body only. Upper body stays firm and supported. You've got 10 more seconds. Doing it more in the calves this time through than anything. Finding that original plank position down at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Easy peasy, no big deal. Standing it on up for your single leg squat. Other leg this time. So again, you can start with the feet together. You can rotate that foot out and then turning onto the toe for that single leg squat option. 95% of the weight on that base leg, or if you want to go all the way, get that full lift off. 40 seconds, let's do it, go. So inhale to drop nice and slow. You might find one side a little bit easier or harder than the other side. Always have an option to stop at the top, put that toe down, readjust, refocus, do what you gotta do, just don't quit. You showed up, let's finish this workout off. Give me 10 more seconds, just in time for the heat to come on, because we're sweaty. Come on, one more down and up, that'll get you there. 2, 1, and done. Ouch! Reverse plank hold, last time through. Modify it to your way. Again, if it's too much on the wrist, can be done from that incline position here or all the way up. Getting yourself set up in 3, 2, 1. Take it up. You can go half tabletop all the way out. Up to you. Turn the fingertips out a little bit more maybe. Out to the right. Pushing up into those hips, squeezing in through the glutes. Just like you were in your regular plank, only 10 times harder. 10 more seconds, you've got this. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Take those hips up a little bit higher. Last 3, 2, 1, done. Roll those wrists out. Last but not least, we have our sissy squats. So up onto the toes, heels are off the mat. Woo, woo, woo. 40 more seconds of squats. You got this. Fingertips out to the front, lifting up onto the toes. Away you go. Down, lower down with control. Take it right back up. Not fully extending in through those legs. Pushing into that belly button. Squeezing those shoulder blades back even. Always a good opportunity to focus on posture. 20 down, 20 to go. We're almost there. We should be shaky at this point. Didn't know how many squats you'd be in for your core workout today, did you? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Woohoo! We're gonna start standing since we're all here to stretch it out. I like this one. This is one of my new favorite stretches. You're gonna take your right leg and step it back as if we're into that curtsy lunge position, only you're gonna press that back heel all the way down. Left hand can come to the hip and then that right arm is gonna come up and over. So we have right fingertips up nice and high here, and then we have a nice long curve all the way down to that back right heel. So feeling it strong in through obliques, IT bands, maybe hip flexors if they're tight. Good, taking the hand back to the hip. You're gonna keep that cross, only taking that foot back behind a little bit closer together. And then finding a forward fold, leaning into it. Fingertips either resting on the shins or fingertips reaching towards the floor, so we're feeling it in hamstrings, outer hips here. Enjoy. Let the head come down, shake the neck out if you want to. Bending at the knees, coming on up out of this really, really slow. Good. And then uncrossing, left crosses behind this time, so a nice wide base for balance. Right hand on the right hip, and then left arm reaches up and over, creating that big half moon. No, other arm. That's it, yeah. Yep, you've got it. So finding length, reaching up from the fingertips and then pushing that back heel down. One more deep breath here. Good. And then taking that foot, still getting that cross, but the feet come a little bit closer together, and then diving it forward into that lovely forward fold, feeling the pull behind the hamstrings. Once more. Bending at the knees, coming on up out of that one. If balance is a little funky or a little off, finding a chair or wall for balance, we're going to come into standing quad stretch. So you're going to grab the top of that foot here. Now that we've got this position, you want to keep the knees in line to start, tucking the hips under, so flattening out in through that low back till we feel a nice pull in through those quads. So we're here for a few more seconds, and then we're going to extend that out so we hit hip flexors a little bit more. So from here, you're going to let that knee fall back behind the body without dropping into the chest. And if you can, take that left hand behind the head or up overhead. Nice long fascial chain here, beautiful. One more deep breath, and then let that go nice and slow. Woohoo! Same thing, other side. So sticking with that basic quad stretch first. So knees stay in the same line, tucking the hips under. Let the quads adjust. Again, coming to wall or chair for balance. Not locking out on that base knee, keeping a little bit of a bend in there. And then guiding that knee back behind the body just a little bit. Doesn't have to be much. And then other hand can come back behind the head or reaching all the way up overhead. Feels awesome. Just like a beautiful ballerina, right? One more deep breath. And let that go. Good work, ladies. Thank you for joining me. Awesome, awesome. Plank and squat workout.